3, 5, 6. Yeah. So they are adding up to 1 also. So the let's now we will write marginals. Okay. So z is equal to 0 has probability what? It is 2 by 6, right? And z is equal to 1 has probability what? 2 by 6, 2 by 3. Okay. And y is equal to 0 has probability what? It will going to be 2 by 6. 2 by 6 plus 1 by 6 is what? 3 by 6. And it will going to be what? 2 plus 1. So again 3 by 6. Okay. So now we will check it if it is independent or not. So for independence, how we will check it? Your joint should be equal to what? Your marginal. So let's check it. Let's check it for this case. Okay. So 2 by 3 into 3 by 6. Okay. It will going to cancel and you will have 1 by 3. So it is correct for this one. And let's check for this one. How we will check for this? It will going to be 3 by 6 into 2 by 6. So again,
So 2 by 3, right?
2, yeah, 2 by 3. So it will going to be cancelled and you will get again 1 by 3. So it is also correct. Let's check for this one. So for this into this. So 2 by 6 into 3 by 6. 2 by 6 into 3 by 6. So it will going to be 1 by 6. So it is also correct. And same way you will check for this and it will also going to be 1 by 6. So we can see like y and z are independent. Okay. So how we can write it? So if they are independent, we can write fy0 into fz of 0. Also we have made
fz1.
yeah fy0 into fz1. So or we can write it like we can take values from here also. It doesn't matter, I think. So let's do it. It will going to be 1 by 4. And what is fyz 0 comma 1? What y0 and z is 1, right? This is y0 this value and z this value. So it will 1 by 3. So it will going to be 3 by 4, which is 0.75. So this question is clear to everyone. What I have done here is either you can I've just made my I can also take value from here, or you can write fy of 0, fz of 1. Both are equal.
So if y and z are independent, does that mean that x, y, and z are also independent?
No, it is not true.
Sir, so the information which like given in the question, so that is useless. That information, yeah, that one. Z given y equal to 1 by 3. F of z given y equal to 1 at 0. Yes.
Yeah, you can like check like here you if you see fz of y is equal to 0 is equal to fz of 0. It is going to be this. Like this information also tells you that they are independent, but it is not a full information.
Okay.
Right. So you cannot fully check it is independent or not. So for that you need to make your joint distribution. You need to check if they are independent or not. So that way you can solve. Or like as we have solved in two ways. Like you can do this, or you can directly pick values from the table also. So this question is clear to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we will move toward next question. Fair die. Question number 2. The question says that a fair six-sided die is marked one on one face, two on of its two face, and three on remaining three face. So you know when we have a die, we have six faces. But in this question, what is given to us? On the six faces, on one faces we have one, on two faces we have two, on three faces we have three. Okay. So what we will do? That is the information given to us. Okay. And now what they are saying, the die is thrown twice. Okay. we are throwing the die twice. Let a random variable x denote the number obtained on the first row, and let a random variable y denote the number obtained on the second row, and define a random variable z is equal to xy. So they are defining two random variable, number on first die, y is a number on the second die. Both x and y can take value 1, 2, 3, right? 2, 3. What is the distribution of x, y, z? What is the probability of x of a die? Like if you roll a fair die, what is the probability that you will get 1 or 1? It is 1/6, right? But what is given in the question? On one face you have 1, on two face you have 2, on three face you have 3, right? What will going to be the probability of 1? It will going to be 1/6, because it can occur one time, because we have 6 faces and only on one face we have 1. And what is the probability of 2? It is 2/6. Why? Because on we have 6 faces, on the 2 faces we have 2. And what is the probability of 3? It is 3/6. Okay, because on the 6 faces, in the 6 on the 6 faces we have 3 on the 3 faces. So that's why we have probability of 3 is equal to 3/6. And same for y, same distribution for y. X and y are identical distribution. Okay, both are identical distribution. Y also follow the same distribution. It has also probability 1/6. Sorry, 1/6, 2/6, 3/6. Okay, so this is the distribution for x and y. So what they are saying, z is a random variable, another random variable, which is nothing but x plus y. Okay, so what they are asking the range of x, the range of z. Okay, so how you will get the range of z? It is nothing but the sum of x, y. Okay, so what are the possible values you can get for x plus y? Like you can get 1 plus 1, that is 2. You can get 1 plus 2, that is 3. So let's write the range for z. Okay, what are the possible values you can get for x plus y? Unique value for x plus y. It is 1 plus 1, 2. It is 1 plus 2, 3. It is 1 plus 3, 4. It is 2 plus 1, 3 already written. 2 plus 3, 5. And 2 plus 3, 5. Okay, that is done. Yeah, so this iteration is done. 3 plus 1, 4 already written. 3 plus 2 already written. And 3 plus 3, 6. Okay, so this is my range of z. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, so this is my range for z. So this question is clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now in the next question, what they are asking, what is the probability of z is equal to 3? Means probability of z is equal to 3 means what? Your x plus y should be equal to what? 3, right? Okay, so how it is that possible? It is only possible when your x is equal to what? 1 and y is equal to what? 2, right? Plus it is or it is possible when your x is equal to 2 and y is equal to what? 1. Is there any other combination?
No.
Right? No, there is no other combination for. So we just need to write the probability of x is equal to 1 and probability of y is equal to 2. So it is going to be equal to what? plus 1, right? So yeah, so we have distribution for x, we have distribution for y. What is the probability of x is equal to 1? It is 1/6. What is the probability of y is equal to 2? It is 2/6. What is the probability of x is equal to 2? It is 2/6. Sorry, into what is the probability of y is equal to 1? It is 1/6, right? So it will going to be 2 by
4 by 4 by
30.
36.
Yeah, 4. Right. So it will, yeah. Am I doing some mistake here?
1 by 9, I think. 2,
Yeah, we will also do multiplication here, na?
yeah.
So yeah, so it will going to be
1 by 9.
1 by 9. Let's do it correctly. Yeah, so 1 by 9. So this question is clear to everyone?
Yes.
So now we will solve next question. A box contains 7 milk chocolate and 3 dark chocolate. 2 chocolate are drawn at random, one after another without replacement from the box. Let a random variable x denote the number of milk chocolate. Okay, so we have 7 milk chocolate and 3 dark chocolate. What is 2 chocolate we are drawing? Draw. Okay, so we are drawing two chocolates. They have also defined a random variable number of milk chocolate drawn. Okay, so you have 7 milk chocolate, 3 dark chocolate, and you are drawing two chocolate randomly. Okay, so x is a random variable they have defined, which is nothing but the number of milk chocolate. Okay, so if you see it is it is a question of hypergeometric distribution. Okay, so how we will solve this kind of question? Let's say if you find probability of x is equal to, first of all, let's tell me the range of x. What are the possible value of x? So there are 3 dark chocolate, okay, and you are drawing 2 chocolates. Okay, so you can draw
0, 1, 2.
yeah 0, 1, 2. Why 0? When let's say all of your chocolate were dark, there were not milk chocolate. Okay, so we have drawn 2 chocolate and both were milk chocolate. And the second case is your chocolate drawn is one milk chocolate you drawn. Okay, and another one is dark chocolate. So how many number of milk chocolate you have drawn? It is 1. And the third time, let's say we have drawn both of them were 2 dark chocolate, right? So these were the cases. So we will write probability for all of them. So what is the probability of x is equal to 0? You have drawn no milk chocolate. You have drawn 2 chocolate and both of were dark chocolate, right? And how many possible combination? We will also write for how many milk chocolate you have drawn? 0. Okay, so these are the possible combination. This is our desired outcome, or you can say these are the things that we wanted, and these were the total possible combination, and these were our desired combination. So these will give me the probability of x is equal to 0, means no milk chocolate, right? No milk chocolate, no milk chocolate. Okay, so you just need to solve it. What is 3C2? It is 3. And what is 10C2? What is 10C2?
45.
45.
45.
2. Yeah, 45.
It is 45. So it will going to what? 1 by 15,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And what is probability of x is equal to 1? Means 1 milk chocolate. So it means what? 1 milk chocolate. We have how many number of milk chocolate? So we have 1 milk. We have 7 milk chocolate and 3 dark chocolate. Okay. So the first one is the dark chocolate, and the second one is my milk chocolate. This is chocolate drawn from milk, and this is chocolate drawn from dark. And how many possible ways? 10C2. This is the chocolate drawn from dark, and this is chocolate drawn from milk, right? And if you add them, 1 plus 1 is 2. So total number of chocolate you have drawn are 2, right? So let's solve this. 3 into 7 divided by 45. So it will going to be what?
Divide.
7 by 15, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So same way we will solve for probability of x equal to 2. Okay. So means 2 milk chocolate we have drawn this time. 2 milk chocolate. So we have 7 milk chocolate and you have drawn 2. Okay. And how many number of chocolate you have drawn from dark? 0, right? And what are the possible ways? 10C2. Okay, so it will going to be what? 7C2 is what? Can you tell me what is 7C2?
21.
It is 21. Okay. And 3C0 is what? 1. And what is 10C2? 45. So it is going to be what? Again 7 by 15.
7 by 50.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. If we add total probability, it is 1 plus 7 plus 7, 7, 40 plus 1, that is 15 by 15 is again 1. So the total probability is also 50. So our probability distribution is what? Total correct, right? So we can write value here. It is 1 by 15, it is 7 by 15, and it is also 7 by 15. Okay. So now you can mark your answer. So this question is clear to everyone. These were our any doubt in this question?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Now the fifth question says that you need to find expected value of x. You have your distribution of x, this, and you need to find the expected value of x. What is expected value of x? It is what is your x? X is the value that your random variable takes, okay, and into the probability of that random variable, okay. So that's how we find expected value of x. So what is the probability of x equal to 0? It is 1 by 15. What is the probability of x equal to 1? It is 7 by 15. Then what is the probability of x equal to 2? It was 7 by 15. So we will solve for it. It is 7 by 15 plus 14 by 15, and it will going to be what? 21 by 15. So 7 by 5. So is it correct? 7 by 5 is what? 1.4, right? 5, 1. Yeah. This is your answer. So this question is clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, clear.
Now we have another question. Okay, so let me just take a screenshot of question. Okay, so now this is your information given and we will solve. What they are asking, covariance of xy. Covariance of x comma y. What is the formula of covariance of xy? It is expected value of x into y minus expected value of x
Yes, and
into
expected
expected value of
y.
y. Okay, this we can easily find. This we can easily find. Uh, let's find expected value of xy. For expected value of xy, first of all, we need to have distribution of xy. Okay, so first we will find distribution of xy. What are the possible values of xy? Okay, so just see here xy. If you see here in this range, your xy is what? 0, right? If one of the values of x or y is 0, then your xy is what? 0. And another value is your 1 into 1, 1, right? And the another one is 2 into 1, 2, right? These are the only possible values, 0, 1 and 2. And any other value that is possible?
No, sir.
Yeah, okay. So these were only 2 boxes left. So 1 into 1, 1, 2 into 1, 2. Okay. So what is the probability of xy is equal to 0? It is equal to what? The sum of this. Your xy is becoming 0 when your x is 0 or y is 0. So it means you will add probability of this, 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 this. And if you add probability of this, and this addition will give you the probability of what? Your xy is equal to 0, right? Is it understandable? What
No,
is?
no understandable, sir.
Yeah,
Why
okay.
it's not visible?
Please
Yeah,
revise,
okay.
sir. Please
If
revise.
you will mark, then you are
Yeah,
just
okay.
saying this.
1 second. Let me do it. X is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, plus probability of x is equal to 0, y is equal to 1, plus, yeah, x is equal to 0, x is equal to 0, y is equal to 1, plus probability of x is equal to 0, y is equal to 2, plus probability of x is equal to 1, x is equal to 1, and y is equal to 0. So we have how many values? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, that is x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0 is what? This. X is equal to 0, y is equal to 1, this. X is equal to 0, y is equal to 2, this. X is equal to 1, y is equal to 0. X is equal to 1 and y is equal to 0. These four values that I have highlighted are value for what? Probability of what? X, y is equal to 0. Now it is clear?
Yeah,
Sir,
yeah,
can we not prove that x and y are independent, like by checking this PMF tables?
We can check, but it is a good way. Like if it is given, your PDF is or joint probability is given, and you need to find the probability. So the better way you just directly see the joint distribution and get your probabilities from the table, right? But because probability of x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0 is given, that is 1/12. So why you want to check, right? If it is independent, what will going to be your covariance? It will going to be 0. So why even need to check, right? So if it's a lengthy way, let's say it is not independent, then you will do the same thing again. So it's a better you will do at the first time. So now it is clear, like what I have done here. How is the probability of xy is equal to 0? These are nothing but my highlighted values. You add this, see here, I have addition here. So you will just add these values. Okay. So we will add these values. So it is 1 by 12 plus 2 by 12 plus 2 by 12 plus 1 by 12. 2 plus 2, 4, 6. Yeah, 6 by 12, that is 1 by 2. Right? And what is the probability of xy is equal to 1? Probability of xy is equal to 1. That is only possible when my x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 1. Right? Y and my x is equal to 1, my y is equal to 1. In this case only my xy is equal to 1. Right? So what is the probability of x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 1? It is 1 by 3. Right?
Right, sir.
And what is the probability of xy is equal to 0? Sorry, 2.
When x is 1 and y is 2.
Yeah, x is 1 and y is 2. So this is my value. It is 1 by 6. Okay. So let's do it. Let's add them. If they are adding to, it is going to be 3 by 6 plus 2 by 6 plus 1 by 6. It is adding up to 1 also. So my distribution is correct. Okay. For my distribution for xy is correct. What you need to find? Expected value of xy. Expected value of xy is what? Distribution is given. You just need to find out the expected value. What are the possible values of my? What are the possible values of xy? It is 0. What is the probability of xy equal to 0? It is 1 by 2 plus 1 into probability of xy equal to 1. It is 1 by 3 plus xy equal to 2. It is what? 1 by 6. Right? So it will going to be 0 plus 1 by 3 plus 2 by 6. So it is going to be 2 by 3. It will become 1 by 3. Right? So my expected value of xy is what? 2 by 3. Now I will find expected value of x here. Expected value of x. Okay. So just what is the probability of x equal to 0? Can you tell me? What is the probability of x equal to 0?
1 by 3.
Okay, 1 by 3. How you got it? Probability of x equal to 0.
Marginal.
Yeah, it is marginal. You will add these probabilities. This probability, this probability, this probability, and it will give you what? Probability of x equal to 0. So this is my marginalization. If you are correct, what is the values of probability? What is the value of probability of x equal to 0? It is 1 by 3, right?
Yeah, actually it is coming out to be 4 by 12.
Yeah,
It is 1 by 3.
So let's write the distribution of x also. Right? It is 1 by 3. And what is the probability of xy equal to 1?
2
You
by
will
3.
add this. So it is 2 by 3. Same thing you do for y.
For 0 it is 3 by 12.
For 0
for 1 it is 3 by 6. 3 by 12.
3 by 12 and
3 by 6 for 1 and 3 by 12 for 2.
How we have got it? See here. If you need to find probability of
margin
y equal to 0, I have y here. Okay, so these are my y values. If you need to find probability of y equal to 0, go in this direction and add this and add this. So it will going to be 2 plus 3. 3 by 12. See, 1 by 6 is what? 2 by 12. So 2 by 12 plus 1 by 12 is what? 3 by 12. 3 by 12 is what? 1 by 4. So it is written here. So probability of y is equal to 1. 1 by 6 plus 1 by 3. So it is 2 by 6. It will going to be 3 by 6. Yeah, so 3 by 6. Okay. So that's how you find marginal also. Now it is very easy to find expected value of x. Expected value of x is what? 0 into 1 by 3 and 1 into 2 by 3. It will going to be what? 2 by 3. What is expected?
Sir, 1 into 3 by. Okay, right. Correct.
Yeah, 0 into anything is what? 0. And same way you will find expected value of y. It is 0 into 3 by 12 plus 1 into 3 by 6 plus 2 into 3 by 12. It is going to be what? This will going
1.
to be 0. 3 by 6 plus 6 by 12. It will going to be what? 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. It will going to be what? 1. Right? So my expected value of x is what? 2 by 3. My expected value of y is what? 1. And my expected value of xy is what? 2 by 3. So I formula of covariance of x comma y is what? Expected value of xy minus expected value of x into expected value of y. Expected value of xy is what? 2 by 3 minus expected value of x is what? 2 by 3. You see here, it is 2 by 3. And my expected value of y is what? 1. So if you solve it, you will get 2 by 3 minus 2 by 3. It will be going to be 0. So my covariance of xy is what? It is 0. So any doubt in this question?
Sir, it means both are independent.
No. It means they both are not independent. It means they are not correlated.
Yeah, correlated.
If they are independent, that means that they are uncorrelated. Means covariance of y is 0. If
Yes,
covariance is uncorrelated, so okay. So if they are independent, they are not correlated, or you can say they are correlated. If they are uncorrelated, that means they are. It may be true like they are independent. It may be true they are not independent. So this, if this is true, this is true. If this is true, this may not true.
So, sir, if we would have find that if it by joint PMF that both are independent, then we could directly have said that covariance is 0.
Yes.
Check it.
But yeah, but if covariance, if they are not independent, like let's say this joint PMF is not, x and y are not independent, but here covariance can still be not 0. So you still need to do all of this work.
So could you show how to check this independent thing?
So if the question asks you if they are independent or not, you will check the marginal into marginal 3 by 12. What is this? Y is equal to x is equal to 0. 1 by 3.
1 by 3.
Right?
And
1
for
by
1
3
it is 2 by 3.
It is going to be 3 by 48. It is going to be 1 by 12. So see here, my marginal product of marginal is equal to what? My joint. So this thing you need to do for all cells. This cell, this cell, this cell, this cell, this cell, this cell. If for all of the cell, my marginal product of marginal is equal to my joint, then only you can say my x and y are independent. Okay, otherwise you cannot. So if the question asks you x and y are independent or not, you need to solve in this way. If they ask you what is the covariance, so you
have
to find the covariance, that where.
Oh.
So yeah, this question is clear to everyone.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
Yeah, hello.
Sir, can I explain E of x into y value?
Okay. So probability of xy. Okay, so see here, xy is equal to 0. Okay, xy is equal to 0 means what? Your x into y is equal to 0. It means what? It is only possible when your x is 0 or y is 0, right? So you see here, your x is 0 or my y is 0. So here my x is 0 and y is 0. 0 into 0, 0. Okay, x is 0, y is equal to 1. So 0 into 1 is what? Again 1. Sorry, 0.
0.
And 0, x is equal to 0, y is equal to 2. So 0 into 2 is again what? 0. So x is equal to 1, y is equal to 0. My x into y is again what? 0. So if you see here, I have at least 1 0 here. So 0 into anything is what? 0. So that's how I am getting the probability of xy is equal to 0. Now it is clear.
And other two values, sir?
Other two we also find in same way. Xy is equal to 1. Xy is equal to 1 is only possible when your x is 1 and your y is 1. So 1 into 1 is only 1. Otherwise, xy will give me value was other than 1. Right? Same way for 2. Your x is 2 and y is 1. 2 into 1, but 1. Sorry, 2. What is the probability of xy is equal to 2? It is 1 by 6. That's how I found distribution of xy. So now it is clear.
Yes, sir.
So can you mute yourself now? Okay. So now we will solve this question. What is given? Consider a function f R2R such that f of x where c is in any real constants valid density function. Enter the answer correct to 2 decimal places. Okay. So they have given us PDF. PDF is this. Okay. So whenever we have a continuous random variable, we have a PDF. Okay. So the two qualities of PDF is, or you can say properties of continuous random variable of random variable probability distribution function is the if you integrate, or you can this if you do this fx of dx in the support of x. Support of x means what? Where your density, your PDF value is greater than 0. Okay, so this is my PDF. If you integrate in the support of x, it will give you 1. And the another property is your fx of x is always greater than 0. Like density cannot be 0. And if you integrate in the support of x, PDF, if you integrate PDF in the support of x, you will always get 1. Okay, so these are my two properties, and I will use this property here. So I need what? I need c. C is my unknown constant, which I need to find. So how we can find it? I need to get a equation which can give me c. So how can I make that equation? So what I will do, I will just integrate my fx in the support of it. Whatever it support, I will integrate my PDF function, and I will equate it to 1, and that will give me an equation. And if I solve that equation, I will get value of c. So till now you are able to follow me?
Yes.
Okay. So if you see here, my function is piecewise. It is different up to here and different up to here and different up to here. Oh, so first of all, tell me the support of this function, this PDF. It is 1 to what?
2.
4.
1 to 2.
No. What is support? 1 to 2 and 2 to 4. Right?
Okay.
Or you can write it as
but equation are different.
1 to 2 and 2 to 4. right?
Yes.
This is my support. This is union. This is this region plus this region. So this is my support. I will integrate in this support. Okay. So first I will integrate from 1 to 2. Then I will integrate from 2 to 4. From 1 to 2, what is my function? Cx square. Right. From 2 to 4,
CX.
Cx dx, and it will going to be equal to what? 1. So you know the integration of x square. I will take c outside. Dx.
X cube upon 3.
Right. So x square integration is what? X cube by 3. 1 to 2 plus c. X integration is what? X square by
X
2.
square by 2.
2 to 4. Yeah. So everything is correct till now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So t c into, I will plug in the value here, 2 to cube minus 1 to cube upon 3 plus c. I have x
2
square here,
square. 4 square.
minus 2 square upon
2 square upon 2.
2 equal to what? 1. C into 2 to cube is 8,
8
minus 1, 7 by 3 plus 4 square is what? 16, 16 minus 4 is what? 12, 12 by 2 is what? 6.
6.
It is equal to what? 1. So 7c by 3 plus 6c is what? 1. Okay. So 7c plus 18c is what? 1 by 3. We need to add these. 18 plus 7 is what? 24.
25.
25. 25c equal to what?
3.
3c equal to what? 3 by 25. Okay. So is there any mistake or anything in the calculation? Anywhere? Let's check it. Everything looks fine. So what is value of 3 by 25? Tell me in the 2 decimal places. What is
0.12.
0.12? Okay. So this is my value of C. So this question is clear to everyone? How I have done it? This is my answer as well.
Yes, sir.
Yes, clear. Yes.
Okay. So you
Sir,
have understood?
one thing, please. Could you please repeat?
Yeah. Where you
Please
have
repeat that. What are the criteria for valid density function?
valid density function is, yeah. First of all, if you integrate in the support, it should give the value 1. And another thing is, if you your density should always be greater than or equal to 0, right? It cannot be negative.
Okay.
Density cannot negative, na?
But it could be 0, sir, right?
Yeah, it can be 0. Density 0 means you are out of support.
Okay.
Right? If density is 0,
Okay.
there is no probability. Then you are out of support. Support means where the reason where you have density not 0 means little greater than 0. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
So okay. So we will solve another question now. So you need to solve for this question. how you will solve this question? Fxy is given, comma y, it is 1 by 27 x 2x plus y. Okay, so this is the value given to me. What you need to find your joint PMF. Joint PMF means what? This x value is here. What are my possible values of xy? 0, 1, 2. What are my possible values of y? 0, 1, 2. And you just need to find these values. How you will find these values? Just plug in the value x and y in this function. For example, if I plug in x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, it will going to be what? 0.
0.
Right? If you plug in x is equal to 1, y is equal to 0, it will going to be what? 2 by 7, 2 by 27. If you plug in x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 2, it will going to be what? 2 into 1 plus y is equal to 2. Right? So 2 into 2 into 2 plus 4 by 27. Right? 4 by 27. So this you will repeat for all of the cell. This cell, 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 and you will get your joint PMF for x and y. So this question is clear, or I need to fill all of the cells?
Yeah, clear, sir.
Okay. So I will take whatever the correct answer. I will just paste it here. Okay, so this is my correct answer for this. How they have solved it? They are just, you just need to plug in the value and you will get that same table. So this is my answer.
Okay, sir. Next question.
Yeah, next question. Next question is probability of, it is continue of this question, given x is equal to greater than 0. Okay, how you will solve this question? Again, you just need to apply simple probability formula, probability of x plus y and x greater than 0, probability of x greater than 0. After this, everything is clear. I just solved.
Yeah, clear.
Yeah. So now see this part. My x plus y should be lesser than or equal to 2, and my x should be greater than 0. Right? So, and value, basically my x should be greater than 0, and my addition of x plus y should be what? Get lesser than or equal to 2. So I will go to the table here and see. First condition is what? My x should be greater than 0. So my x should be what? This. Right? Okay. And my addition should be what? Lesser than or equal to 2. So let's see it. So my search space is only here. I have applied one condition. My x value can be this only, right? If you see, my x value should be what? Greater than 0. So these are the x can be 1, my x can be 2. Okay. After that, what we need? I will see another condition, that is this. I have applied first condition, my x should be greater than 0, and now I will apply another condition. Okay, so my x plus y should be lesser than or equal to 2. So first check this value. My x is 1, my y is 0, y 1 plus 0 is what? 1. It is lesser than or equal to 2. See here, 2 plus 0 is what? 2. It is lesser than or equal to 2. It is what? 2, which is lesser than or equal to 2. So again, this is true. See here, 1 plus 1 is what? 2. 2 is again lesser than or equal to 2. Condition is satisfied. So I will add this probability also. Let's see here. x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1. 2 plus 1 is what? 3. So 3 is not lesser than or equal to 2. So here my condition is failed. So I will not add this probability. I will add this probability. I will add this probability. I will add. 1 second. Someone want to join. Admit. Okay. So yeah. So I will add this probability. I will add this probability. I will add this probability. So till now everything is clear. Like what I'm doing.
Yeah, clear.
Yes, sir.
It is clear. Okay. So probability of this is equal to what? It means what? You just need to x is equal to 1. Like I am just writing it. X is equal to 1, comma y is equal to
y to 0.
Y is equal to 0. X is equal to 1. Y is equal to 0. Plus probability of x is equal to 1. Y is equal to 1. Probability of x is equal to 1 second. Yeah.
X is equal to 2, y is equal to 0.
Let's write it again. Probability of x is equal to 2, y is equal to 0. Plus probability of x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1. Okay. So let's add them. So it is equal to what? 2 plus 4 plus 3 divided by 27. 6 plus 9. 6 plus 3 is what? 9 by 27. 9 by 27 is what? 1 by 3. And what is the probability of x is equal to x greater than 0? You will add all of these values. Right? Here, my x is greater than 1. Sorry, x is greater than 0. Here also my x is greater than 0. Here also my x is greater than 0. Here also x is greater than 0. Here also, here also. So I will add all these 6 cells. So it is clear. I will add these 3 probabilities. For what? Probability of x greater than 0. So this part is clear to everyone.
Yeah, clear.
Could you please scroll above and point those x greater than 0 which you marked in the table?
Yeah, I will mark. See the green. See x is what? 1, which is greater than 0. X is what? 2 here, which is greater than 0. So I will add these 6 probabilities. Okay. So let's add all of them. So if you add, what you will get? 2 plus 4 plus 3 plus 5 plus 4 plus 6. It is equal to what? Upon my what? Upon my 27. So you will get 24 by 27. Correct? Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just write it 24 by 27. So it will going to be
Sir, it will be 3 by 8.
Yeah, 9 divided by 3 is 3, sir.
Yeah, 3 by 8. So it is correct now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It is clear. It is clear also?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just give me 1 minute, okay? Okay. Sorry. What is next question? Yeah. Next question is, unbiased coin is tossed 3 times independently. Let X denote the number of heads, Y denote the number of tails in the first two tosses. Define another random variable U equal to XY. So what we are doing, we are rolling a coin which is unbiased. Okay, so we are rolling a die which is unbiased 3 times. Okay, so what is happening? Yeah. So we are rolling 3 die, 3 coin, 1 coin 3 times. So you can have head. So these are kind of thing I can have in the experiment. Okay. So total outcomes is my 8. So this is my experiment, and they are defining 2 random variable on top of that. The first random variable is X represent the number of heads. Number of heads. It is not given in how many number of tosses the number of heads. So it means the number of heads in 3 tosses. Number of heads is all tosses. How many times we are tossing a coin? 3 times. Okay. So in the Y it is given the number of tails in the first 2 tosses. Number of tails in first 2 tosses. So this information is important. It is number of tails, and that too in first 2 tosses. Okay. So this is information given to me, and they are also defining another random variable which is xy. Okay. Define another random variable u equal to xy, and they are asking for probability mass function of xy. First of all, you need to find what are the possible values it takes, and after that you need to find what is the probability of u is equal to that value. So basically you need to find the probability mass function for u. So it is similar question which we have solved previous. So we will solve this question in same way. Okay. So first what I will try to do, I will try to get my joint distribution for x and y. Once I get my joint distribution for x and y, I can make the distribution of x, y. Okay. So first I need to make a build up. Then I will follow the same approach that I have followed in the previous question. Till my approach is clear to everyone. Even if it's not, like, let me explain it. So first of all, I will try to make distribution of x comma y. X here and y here. Okay. What is my x? X is number of heads in 3 tosses. Okay. So in three tosses, you can have 3 tails. So how many number of heads you have? 0. You can have 1 head. You can have 2 head, and you can have 3 heads. Right. So this is my possibilities for heads. Now, and what are the possibilities of y? Y is the number of tails in first 2 tosses. So you can have 0 tails, you can have one tail and you can have two tails. Max possible, there are only two tails. Okay. So I will try to write value. So let's see how we can find it. One thing is here, it is, we are tossing coin independently, but if you see, my x and y may not be independent. We cannot write probability of xy is equal to 0, 0 is equal to probability of x is equal to 0 into probability of y is equal to 0. Why? Because my y is dependent on x, right? Why it is y? Number of heads in 3 tosses. What is y? Number of tails in first 2 tosses, right? So my this if this is occurrence of these value, my occurrence, my x value, sorry, my y value affect the outcome of y. If I have two tails, let's say if I have two tails, I cannot have 3 heads, right? So this outcome of my y random variable affect my outcome of x random variable. So x and y intuitively also they are not independent. You can also prove they are not independent. So we cannot do like probability of x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0 is equal to what, probability of x is equal to 0 into probability of y is equal to 0. That we cannot do. Okay. So what we will do, we will solve for each case. This is not possible here. We cannot write joint is equal to product of marginal. So I will solve it by cases. Okay. So first case that I will take is the number of heads is 3. Why I am picking the number of heads is 3? X is equal to 3. If you see number of heads is equal to 3, it is this is the case when my x is equal to 3. I have 3 heads. If you see, I can clearly see my y. What is y? What number of tails here? Can you tell me number of tails here?
0.
0. Let's now tell me x is equal to 2 means 2 head. Head, tail, right? Head, tail, head, head, right? Can you, now we will talk later about y. Can you tell me x is equal to 1? So I have one head. Head, tail, head, head. What is third one? Head, tail, head. It is incorrect.
सर सेकंड कैसे आएगा? ओनली वन हेड.
Yeah. Tail, head, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay. So if you see I can see my second random variable here is equal to y. Okay. So now let's solve for x is equal to 0, and so means no head. So what is the possible? TTT. Okay. So now tell me what is the probability of x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 0. X is equal to 3, y is equal to 0 is what? This. What is the probability of this? 1 by 8. Right?
Yes.
1 by 8. Okay. Now tell me x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 1. My x is equal to
0.
X
0.
Y is equal to 1. It is 0. X is equal to 3, y is equal to 2. Again 0. Okay. Now x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 0. Now we will focus on x is equal to 2. Okay. X is equal to 2. And can you, someone has, yeah, okay, that's fine now. X is equal to 2 and y is equal to 0. Y is equal to 0 means what? No tail in first 2. We will focus only here now. Okay. Means what? Y is equal to 0 means what? No tail in the first 2.
No tails in first 2 tosses.
Yeah. What is the probability? Here also, what is the probability? Can you tell me now? No tail in the first 2.
Is it 1 by 8?
Yeah, it is 1 by 8. Okay. Now tell me, yeah, one tail. y is equal to 1 also, 1 here, y is equal to 1, 2 by 8, right? 2 by 8, 2 by 8. Okay, can you tell me x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 2? X is equal to 2 and means 2 tail. 2 tail, no, right?
It's
Zero,
not
no?
0.
0. Now tell me x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 0.
0.
0.
0 because I'm seeing here, okay, 0 means no tail. Here also I have tail, here also I have tail, here also I have tail. So it is 0. Tell me x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1. So I need one tail. Okay, here I have one tail, here I have one tail. So it is what?
Sir, it should be 0, no?
Okay, means I need one tail, na?
2 by 8.
I have one tail here. You see only first two toss.
For tails, no, sir?
Yeah, first two toss. In the first two toss, see how many number of tails we have.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so it is 2 by 8. Okay. Now number of tails, x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 2, means 2 tails. What is the probability? 1 by 8. It is clear how it is 1 by 8. Y is x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 2. Y is equal to 2 means what? 2 tails in the first two toss. So it is TT, right? So it is, I have only one. This is the, so what is the probability of this? It is 1 by 8. That's why I have 1 by 8 here. So till now the question is clear to you. Okay, now we will see for x is equal to 0, means no heads, no heads. Okay, first condition is satisfied here, and the second condition is y is equal to 0. Y is equal to 0 means what? No tail. You see, you have two tails here, right? So what is the probability? 0.
0.
Here, see here, x is equal to 0. One tail. You have two tails here. So what is the probability? 0.
0.
And you have now x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 2, means two tails. What is the probability?
1 by
8.
So I have got my joint distribution. At least I have got joint distribution. So let's see if it is correct or not. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4, 4, 6, 7, and 8. So my
Sir?
total, yeah.
Sir, sir, for x equals to 0 and y equals to 2, there are in first two tosses, but there would be one head now.
Your voice is breaking. You can write it on chat.
Sir?
You can write it on chat. Yeah. Ask. Hello. Okay. So you have doubt in this case. Okay. Your x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 2. X is equal to 0. This is the case. TTT means no heads. No heads means what? All of the tails. So I have TTT. So what? And you have two tails. You have two tails in the first two toss. Two tails in the first two toss. So this is the out. This is the result, which has probability what? 1 by 8. X is equal to 0 and y is equal to 2. What is the probability of this? It is 1 by 8. So I have got my joint distribution for xy. Now I need to find u, this distribution. Okay. So I will do the same thing again, which I have done in the previous what are the possible values of xy? Just write it. What are the possible values of xy? Okay, so first it is 0, right? If my x is 0 or my y is 0, what will going to be the probability? In this case, in these entries, these are the probability of xy is equal to 0, right? So first possible values is 0, and another possible values of xy is my x is 1, my y is 1. Okay, so it is 1, my x is 1, my y is 2, it is 2, my x is, sorry, my y is 1, my y is 1, my x is 3, so it is 3, my y is 2, my x is 1, it is 2, my y is 2, my x is 2, 4, my y is 2 and my x is 3, it is 6. So these are my all possible values. So I will write it. So xy can be 0, okay, in these cases, and my xy can be 1 also, right? 1 into 1, it can be 1 also, and my xy can be 2, 1 into 2, 2 also, and my xy can be what? 3 also, my xy can be 4 also, 2 into 2 is what? 4, right? And 2 into 3 is what? 6. Okay, so these are my possible values. Okay, so I also need the probability of all of the values. So xy is equal to 0 is probability of what? We will add this value, we will add this value, this value, this value, this value, this value. So total summation is what? 3 by 8.
3 by 8.
3 by 8. xy is equal to 1. It is only possible when your x is 1, your y is 1, right? Elsewhere, the xy is something else. It is not 1. What is the probability? 2 by 8, right? My xy 2. My xy 2. It is only possible when my x is 2, my y is 1, xy is equal to 2. Only possible when my x is 1, y is 2, or my x is 2, my y is 1, right? These are only possible ways to get xy is equal to 2. Is there any way? No. And we will add the probability of this and this. So I will add probability of this. I will add probability of this. So I will add this and this. What it will going to be? 3 by 8. Okay. Now I will see elsewhere what is the probability of xy is equal to 3. So it is only possible when my x is 3 and my y is 1. So what is the probability? This. What
0.
it is? 0. I will write it. Okay. And another value is 4. It is only possible when my x is 2 and my y is 2. What is the probability of x is equal to 2, y is equal to 2? It is 0.
0.
Same way for 6. It is only possible when my x is 3 and y is 2. It is what? 0. 0. Now, if you see, like for only these value 0, 1, 2, I have some probability, right? And for these values, I don't even have any probability. It is 0 basically. So this is not possible cases. These are not possible cases. My xy cannot be 3. It cannot be 4. It cannot be 6 because my probability is what? 0. So what is the range of u? What is the range? The range is basically
0, 1, 2.
0, 1, 2.
Set.
3 by 8, 2 by 8, 3 by 8. Right. So this is my distribution of u. This question is clear to everyone?
Yeah, clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we will solve another question. Probability of u is equal to a given u greater than or 1 is equal to 2 by 5. Okay, distribution is given for you. So now it should be easy. I will just apply the formula here. U is equal to a and u should be greater than or equal to 1. Probability of u greater than equal to 1. Okay, so u value is what? Greater than or equal to 1. It can be this or this. Okay, right? It can be 1 or it can be 2. Divided by probability of u greater than or equal to 1, it is this. These two value, it is 3 plus 2, it's 5 by 8. And it is also given that it is equal to what? 2 by 5. Okay, so I will solve it. Okay, and 2 by 5 into 5 by 8. This will cancel and we will get probability of u is equal to a, and u belongs to basically 1 or 2. Right, it's equal to what? 2 by 8. Right, so probability of u is equal to a and u belongs to what? U can be 1 or 2 equal to 1 by 4. So u value is 1 or 2, right? So first of all, just try to satisfy this condition. It can be these two value, right? It can be 1 or it can be 2, and it is equal to what? A. What is that a? It will going to be c. It will going to be 1. Why? When my u is equal to 1 and u belongs to 1 comma 2, then only I can have probability 1 by 4. See in the joint distribution, sorry, in the probability mass function. When my u is equal to 1, I have probability 2 by 8. 2 by it is what? 1 by 4. So this is when my a is equal to 1, I can have this probability. So that's why my a should be what? 1. So this question is clear. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so a value is what? 1. Now we will solve another question. A fair die is thrown to. Hello.
Sir, could you please explain that how did you write this p u greater than equals to 1 as 5 by 8?
Use 5 by 8.
Oh, yes, sir. In the denominator part.
Probability of u greater than or equal to 1. Probability of u greater than or equal to 1 is what? Probability of u is equal to 1 plus probability of u is equal to 2. It is 2 by 8 plus 3 by 8, 5 by 8. Now it is clear?
Oh, yes, sir. Actually, I noted it down. That's why I got it wrong. Yeah, got it. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, now we will solve question number 12. What is given in our question? A fair die is thrown 2 times independently. X1 depends on the number of. We are throwing 2 die, and we have defined 2 random variable. X1 number on first die, X2 number on second die. Okay, this is the information that is given to me, and we have defined another random variable, that is x, which is max of x1 comma x2. So let's say you roll first die, you got 1, you roll second die, you got 3. What will going to be max of 1 comma 3? It will going to be 3. So that's how my function is defined. Okay, so you need to find what is the question? You need to find the CDF of x. You need to find this value, this function. CDF means what? If you need to find probability of CDF, it means what? Probability of x lesser than or equal to x. This means our CDF by definition. Okay, so it means what? Probability of max of x1 comma x2 lesser than or some value. Okay, so one thing that you should note is, let's say I have couple of numbers here, 1 2 3 4, okay, and I am finding max. So if my this number is lesser than x, 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 then my max of these two number will also going to be lesser than x. If this is lesser than x or equal to x, this is lesser than or equal to x, then the max also will going to be lesser than or equal to x, right? So I will use that thing here. If my max of x1 comma x2 lesser than or equal to x, then my x1 should be lesser than or equal to x, and x2 should be lesser than or equal to x, right? If that is the case, and if you find the max, it will also be going to be lesser than or equal to x. Okay, so now one thing more, that is x1 and x2 is independent. You roll first die, you roll second die, x1 is the number on first die, x2 is number on second die, and you see both are independent. Why? There is nothing, no dependency between x1 and x2, right? By definition you can see it, both x1 and x2 are independent. It is also given in the question, right? Independently, two fair die you are throwing independently, so x1 and x2 are independent. So I will use independence property here. This will going to be equal to what? Right, joint is equal to what? Product of marginal. And you see x1 and x2 follows what? Same distribution. X is what? You are rolling a die. X belong to what? 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? These are the possible values of x. Okay, what is the probability? 1 by 6, 1 by 6, 1 by 6, 1 by 6, in that way. So what is the probability my x1 is lesser than or equal to x? Let's say you are finding probability of x is lesser than 3. It means what? Probability of x is equal to 1 plus probability of x is equal to 2 plus probability of x is equal to 3, right? In the same way, if you are finding probability of x1 lesser than or equal to x, it will going to be what? x1 is equal to 1, x2, oh, sorry, x is equal to 1, x is equal to 2 plus x is equal to 3, up to what? X is equal to x, right? So it will going to be what? X by, 1 second, I have taken 2 steps. So what is the probability of x is equal to 1? It is what? 1 by 6. X is equal to 2, 1 by 6. In the same way, what is the probability of x is equal to x? It is what? So what is the probability of? Hello, yeah.
Sir, equal to or less than equal?
Equal. Probability of x is equal to 1 is what? 1 by 6. If you find the probability, if you find the probability of x lesser than or equal to x is equal to what? Probability of x is equal to 1 plus probability of x is equal to 2, up to what? Probability of x is equal to x, right? If you solve it, you will get what? 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6 up to what? X time 1 by 6.
1 by 6.
It will going to be what?
X by 6.
X by 6, right? So x by 6. Same thing for this, x by 6. So x, it will going to be what? X by 6 ka whole square. In the question, they have replaced x value with what? K. So this question is clear to everyone? I have solved it. Any doubts I can explain? This was the first step, this was the second step, this was the third step, and this is the fourth step, and this is your answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. I will just come in 1 minute. Okay. Yeah. So now we will move toward next question. This question is clear now?
Sir, could you please explain one more time, please?
Yeah, okay. So in the question, okay, so I will start from start. There were 3 random variables, x1, x2, and x. My x1 is number on the first die. My x2 was number on the second die. Okay, and my x is basically a function on x1 and x2, which is max of x1 and x2. So if you roll two die, first let's say 3, and the second you got 6. So max will going to be 6. So that is my function. Okay. Now they were asking for the CDF of x. CDF for this. CDF for this is what? How is my CDF defined? In what is my definition of CDF? It is probability of x lesser than equal to x. You can also replace it with k. Okay. Same thing. You plug in the value of k, it will give you the probability of x lesser than or equal to k. Okay. What was my x? It was my max of x1 comma x2. Okay. If my there is some, it is an important step taken by me. Max of x1 comma x2 lesser than or equal to x is equal to what? X1 lesser than or equal to x comma x2 lesser than or equal to x. How I can write it? Let's say, you see here, if my first value is lesser than or equal to x, if my second value is lesser than or equal to x, if you find the max of these two values, it will always always going to be less than or equal to x. It is clear? If my first value is lesser than 4, if my second value is lesser than or equal to 4, right? So my max will going to be what? 4. If my first value is lesser than or equal to 4, my second value is also lesser than or equal to 4, then if I take max of both of them, it will always going to be lesser than or equal to 4, right? Because none of my value is greater than 4, right? So I can apply an end condition here. X1 lesser than or equal to x and x2 lesser than or equal to x, right? So x1 lesser than or equal to x, x2 lesser than or equal to x. Now my x1 and x2 are independent. If you read question, it was written that x1 and x2, you are rolling two die independently, and x1 is defined on first die, x2 is defined on the second die. So my x1 and x2 is also independent. Okay, so I can write joint as product of marginal. So here I had joint, I write it as product of marginal, probability of x1 lesser than or equal to x, x2 lesser than or equal to x. Okay, what is the probability of x1 lesser than or equal to x? It is equal to what? Probability of x1 is equal to 1, sorry, x is equal to 1. What was this? X is basically now my this. I think this was creating some this is my rolling a die. Before, let's say this is my x dash. If it will not create any confusion now. Okay, this is my x dash. Okay, right, x dash. Okay, so my x dash is equal to 1 means x dash is equal to 2, x dash is equal to x. What is my x dash is equal to 1 means you got 1 on the die, it is 1 by 6. For x dash is equal to 2, it is 1 by 6, and same for all of the values, and you will get x by, and how much time? X1 is x dash is equal to 1, x dash is equal to 2, x dash is equal to 3, up to 1, x dash is equal to x. So that's why I have 1 by 6, 1 by 6. How many terms I have? I will have 6 term 1 by 6. So I will add 6 term, x term 1 by 6. I will have 6x by 6. So now it is clear.
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay. Now another question is, find the probability of x equal to 4. What was my x? x1 comma x2 equal to 4. Max of x1 comma x2 is what? 4. So what is my x1? What is my x2? Right? You are rolling a die. This is basically outcome of first die. This is outcome of second die. So max of both of die should be what? 4. So if you see, it is only possible when my x1 is 4, my x2 is lesser than 4, right? My one value is 4 and another one is lesser than 4. Now if you take max of these two values, it will going to be 4 plus my x1 is lesser than 4, my x2 is equal to 4. If you again take max, it will going to be 4 plus let's say we have another 2 equal to 4. Okay, if you again take max of these values, it will always going to be 4. Here also I have max 4, here also I have max 4, here also I have max 4. After that, I don't have any possible ways to have max value of x1 and x2 4, right? See here, x1 is equal to 4, my x2 can be 1, 2, 3 only. If you take max, it will going to be 4. Here also my x1 is lesser than 4, x2 is 4, my max value going to be 4. Here also x1 is 4, x2 is 4, my max value going to be 4. So up to everything is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I have already told you that x1 and x2 is what? Independent. So you can write it as x1 is equal to 4, into probability of x2 lesser than 4 plus probability of x1 lesser than 4 into probability of x2 equal to 4 plus probability of x1 equal to 4 into probability of x2 equal to 4. Now, probability of x1 equal to 4 is what? 1 by 6, right? If you see here, probability of x2 equal to 4, sorry, x2 lesser than 4 equal to, we can write it as probability of x2 lesser than or equal to 3, right? It is same, na? Probability of x2 lesser than 4 equal to what? Probability of x2 lesser than or equal to 3. It is equal to what? Probability of x, it is equal to what? 3 by 6, right? If you solve in simple way, probability of x2 equal to 4 what? X equal to 1, x can be 1, x can be 2, x can be 3, right? These are the possible values my x2 can take. What is the probability of x2 1 or 2 or 3? It will going to be 3 by 6. It is clear? Probability of x2 lesser than 4, how it is 3 by 6? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Question is clear to everyone? It is 7 by 36.
Yes.
Okay, now we will solve for question number 14. Okay, what is given to us? Okay, so it is given that x is my Poisson with lambda. What is the distribution of Poisson distribution? What is the distribution of x? It is Poisson. What is the formula for it? E to power minus lambda, lambda to power x upon x factorial. Okay, so I will write the same thing here. What is given? 3 into probability of x is equal to 3 plus 2 into probability of x is equal to 2 minus 4 into minus of plus. It is plus probability of x is equal to 1. So just write it. It will going to be 3 into e to power minus lambda, lambda to power x, which is 3 upon 3 factorial plus 2 into e to power minus lambda, lambda to power 2 upon 2 factorial plus 4 into e to power minus lambda, lambda to power x, which is 1 upon x factorial, 1 factorial, which is equal to what? It is equal to something, na?
3 wala part is equal to, sir.
Okay. This is equal to this, right? Now it is correct, na?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you just need to cancel some values. It will going to be equal to what? E to power minus lambda we can cancel from everywhere.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 3 lambda cube by 3 factorial. So 3 will cancel and you will have lambda cube by 2 is equal to 2 factorial cancel lambda square plus 4 into lambda, 4 lambda, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, again we can cancel lambda again.
Yes, sir.
Right? One value is lambda is equal to 0. If you take lambda is equal to lambda common, and if you solve it, you will get lambda is equal to 0. So I'm just cancelling it. Right?
Yes, sir.
So lambda is equal to 2 lambda plus 8. So lambda square minus 2 lambda minus 8 is equal to 0. Right?
Yes,
And
sir.
if you solve,
-4 +4 आता है,
what you will get?
-4 +4.
-4 plus 4.
Yeah.
-2 plus 4.
Yeah, I think you will get, let's what you want, -8. So 4 into 2 is what? -8.
Yes, sir.
So 4 lambda
-2 plus 4.
right?
Yes, sir, I think so.
Yes, sir.
And what you can take out common? 2.
Yes.
Sir, it will be +2. You
I
wrote
will-
wrong. In front of 2 there will be plus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Sir.
Yes, sir, right.
So see, lambda cannot be 0, lambda cannot be -2. The possible value of lambda can be
4.
4, because it is a Poisson distribution and lambda is greater than some value. So lambda is greater than 0. So my possible value of lambda is 4. So this question is clear to everyone? It is clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Another question is, you need to find probability of x minus 2 sigma x minus mu. Okay, so if you write it as, it will going to be right. Okay, I have written it in that way. Now if it's just now you just need to apply the Chebyshev inequality, which will going to be equal to what? Which will make it
1 minus 1 by k square.
1 minus 1 by k square. This is my k and this is my sigma. Right? So what is my value of k?
2.
So it will going to be 1 by 4. 1 minus 1 by 4. It will going to be 3 by 4. So my answer will going to be 0.75. So I am just using Chebyshev inequality here. So this question is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we will move toward next question. 1 second. Let me plug in my laptop. Yes. So what is my next question? Let me flip it. Snap. Okay, so this is my question. We need to find basically some relation between alpha and beta. Okay, so what is this? This is a graph of probability PDF. This is a PDF of a random variable x, of a continuous random variable x. between what? Alpha and beta. Okay. So again, we need to find a relation between alpha and beta. So again, what you will do? You will again use basically properties of PDF. What is the properties? If you integrate in the support, it will going to be what? 1, right? So in that way, I can get values of 1. So what does it mean? Integrate of f of x dx. It will, what does it mean? It is nothing but the area under my curve, right? It is nothing but area under my curve. This, right? So I just, if I find the area, it will going to be equal to what? It will going to be equal, it should be equal to what? 1. This area should be equal to what? 1. So instead doing integration, what I will do, I will find the area, this area, because integration is little bit complicated, and it is like, if you see, it's just a simple geometry. You can easily find area under the, you can easily find shaded area. So I will try to find the area, shaded area. It will give me some relation because it will going to be equal to 1. Okay, so how I can find the area? So I know that this area going to be equal to what? 1. So what I will try to do, I will find the area of this upper, this total box, this from this. What is, I will try first, I will try to find the area of rectangle. Then what I will do, I will subtract this area
and a triangle minus
a rectangle, and I will subtract it, and it will going to be equal to what? 1, because that is my shaded region. Okay, so that is, this is my approach. So what is the area of rectangle? Area of rectangle is what? You see 2 alpha.
2 alpha into beta.
And beta. Okay, what is my area of rectangle? I have 1 second. I have 2 rectangles here. You see, I have 2 rectangles. So first of all, I will take this rectangle area and I will multiply it by 2. Okay, so 2 into 2 into half.
Sir, we can directly say half into base into height now. Base is 2a.
What is my base of this? It
2a.
is alpha. And what is my height? Beta by 2. Right? What is the formula for this area? I know the formula for this area, so I have just used this formula.
Yeah, sir, it's the same.
Yeah, 2 alpha beta minus, so it is going to be cancelled, which it will going to be alpha beta by 2. 2 can cancel, alpha beta by 2, and it is equal to what? 1. So it will lead us to alpha 4 alpha beta minus alpha beta by 2 is equal to 1. So alpha beta value will going to be what? 2 by 3.
2 by 3.
Yeah. So this question is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now my another question is, find the probability of x bar this. Okay, so x bar is alpha by 2. Probability of x bar alpha by 2 means what? This is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if this is clear, I can move forward. X probability of x bar lesser than alpha by 2 is equal to what? Probability of x between minus alpha by 2 to alpha by 2. Now, if you see here, what does it mean? It means what? My alpha value between alpha by 2 to minus alpha by 2. This. Right? So you need to find you just need to find the area under this. It will going to be give you the probability. So not area, basically you need to integrate in this region, right? Because this region, and if you you can also find the area, but it is bit difficult. So what I will do, I will try to get the equation of this line. I will find this area, and I will multiply it with the 2, because it will give me the area of this also. This I will try to find. How I can find probability of x 0 to alpha by 2? I will try to find this only, and I will multiply it with the 2. Okay, how I can find it? I just need to have a PDF. PDF means what? Basically f of x equation, something like mx plus b. This I need to get, which is easy. You see how I can find m. M is what? y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. What is my y2? Beta. What is my y1? Beta by 2, right? Beta minus beta by 2. What is my x2? Alpha. What is my x1? 0. This is my m. This is my x. What is my b? Which is the intercept at x equal to 0. My c b equal to what? Beta by 2, right? So this is my this, right? So this is basically my PDF, you can say. And I will, if I integrate to 0 to alpha by 2, it will give me probability of this. If I multiply it with the 2, it will give me the probability of this. Okay, so I will just do it. So it will going to be beta by 2 upon alpha x plus beta by 2 and 2 into, okay, I just need to integrate beta by 2 alpha. What is the integration? X square by 2 plus beta by 2 x from what to what? 0 to alpha by 2, 0 to alpha by 2, and this was beta basically. So beta by 2 alpha by 2, yeah. So you just need to plug in the value. It will going to be alpha square by what it will going to be? Alpha square by 4 into 2 plus beta by 2. It will going to be alpha by 2, right? 2 into alpha, 1 alpha and 1 alpha will going to be cancelled, and you will get alpha beta by 16 plus alpha beta by 4, and alpha beta value, you know, it is basically 2 into 2 by 3 into 1 by 16 plus 1 by 4 into 2 by 3, right? Now you just need to plug in the value and you will get your answer. Is this clear? Or you can also another way, you can, like, you just need to find the area. Another way is this. You can also solve this question by integration. You will find PDF and you will integrate from minus alpha to plus alpha, or you can do like 0 to alpha and you will just multiply it with the 2. So yeah, so this is basically a bit lengthy way, or you can just directly find the area if you know the formula for area. It is just a trapezium. So yeah, this question is clear. We will plug in some value. Let's do it also. So it will going to be 2 into 2 by 48 plus 2 by 12, 2 into 2 by 48 plus 6 by 48.
Sir, 8 by 48.
8 by
Sir, 2 by 12 becomes 8 by 48. No, sir.
6 plus 2 is 8, na?
Sir, you multiplied 4
Yeah.
numerator
Yeah.
and denominator.
Yes. So it will going to be 12, na?
Sir, 8, no? Sir, 2 into
Yeah.
4.
8.
8. Now it will going to be 2 into 10 by 48.
So 10 by 20. Correct.
It is correct.
Yes, sir.
If it is correct, then yeah, 10 by 24. Yeah. Yeah, this is correct. Any doubts in the mock now?
No, sir.
Okay, so we can end session here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, best of luck for your exam.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hello.
Sir, these notes can send. This one note.
One. It will going to be in your calendar, don't worry.
Sir, I had one doubt from graded assignment 1, just one question. If you have a time for that.
1 second. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Question number 4, please.
Question number 4 from graded.
Yeah, graded 1.
Okay. Wait a minute. Question number 4, graded 1. Okay. What doubt you have?
Sir, I'm like my answer is coming 1 by 3, but the solution it's 1 by 4. What I have deferred is the probability. Like for the denominator thing, it's f of xy for summation of f of xy for this x comma 0. Yeah. For that, in that case, I am assigning the probability to each form as 1 by 3 as favorable.
This is the question for.
So it's it's contract for 2 constructing jobs are assigned. Graded 1, question 4.
You have tried Discord?
Sir, could you repeat again?
You posted this question on Discord, like.
Not yet, sir. I was like trying to give it another shot, but I'm still getting it wrong after multiple tries.
I can't see this question here.
Okay. I can post it there then, if you can.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. So, what's your like handle for Discord?
You can just. This is my mail ID. Just my mail ID. 21F 200312 303
It's not given in that TA session tags email it. Oh, okay, that one.
No, it is given.
The last is 20731. Yeah.
Which question? Which question?
So I will tag you on a Discord then with this question on your mail.
Let me refresh it.
So that question I send it in chat box.
U2 X. Yeah, okay. Contract for 2 contracts are assigned uniformly attend one or more is not the number of assigned to from. It is week 1, na? It is okay. Construction. Yeah, it is given, yes. So contract for 2 constructor job are assigned uniformly attending one or more of 3 terms. So we have 3 firms A, B, C. Okay, the X denote the number of contract assigned to firm A. Y denote the contract assigned to firm B, and okay, assign A and assign to B. Find the value of X given Y is equal to 0. X is equal to 2 given Y is equal to 2. Write your answer up to correct decimal places. Okay, so what you didn't understood in this question?
So how it's like I'm defining how it is writing in the joint probability, that is P of X equals to 2 and Y equals 0.
You need to see different cases, like X denote the number of contact assigned to A, Y denote the contact assigned to B. So we have.
So my specific doubt is like why it's taking 1 by 3 into 1 by 3. Like it's saying that I am just it is 2 jobs. Yeah, both jobs are assigned to X. Then and the probability of assigning a contract to any one firm is 1 by 3. So if I am assigning like first contract to X and non contract to Y, so should not I also not consider that 2 by 3 case. That is, I'm not assigning a contract to Y. That is my specific doubt.
Okay, I need to see full question then. Here you have doubt, na?
Yeah, here,
To-
like a probability of assigning to any one particular firm is 1/3. Yeah, that's correct. But should not be when we are considering that, like if we take P of X equals to 0, Y equals to 0. So not assigning is 1 minus 1/3. That's 2/3. Should not it be 2/3 into 2/3 instead of 1/3, 1/3? That is what I'm like.
Oh, can I reply it on this course? Like,
Sure, sir.
yeah, I will reply it on Discord after 5 to 10 minutes. Okay.
So it's
Just
on,
post this
so
question, this down on what?
Okay. So is this your handle I've just shared in the chat? Is this one?
Let me see. No, this is not. It is. It should be. It should be like this.
1/4.
Rohit Sen.
Okay.
You got it?
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's posting this question on Discord then? I'm just posting and tagging on Discord for this question.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yes. Bye, everyone.
Bye, sir.